When we left Colorado to come to the least populated state in America, we didn't know what to expect. And yes, we know all about the Grand Tetons in western Wyoming, but this is Laramie. And no one ever told us about what you can do in your RV on this side of windy Wyoming, which seemed like the perfect excuse to eat out and make our own food tour, trying restaurants that were featured in the hit show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and then finding ourselves locked up in a Wyoming state prison. Make sure you stick around to the end because we did a little experiment testing out a few methods of transferring water to our Brinkley RV while boondocking to see which one was the fastest.
Wow. That kind of surprised me. I didn't think it would be that good.
Heading out on the town tonight in Laramie, we're doing a food tour because there are numerous restaurants that have been featured on Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And tonight, we've got to choose between bulgogi Korean fries or jalapeno popper burgers.
Ooh.
Which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments. Clearly we know what Craig wants.
I don't know why she said we're doing a food tour tonight. I'm definitely only eating one.
We're gonna do a food tour this week while we're in Laramie because there's apparently a bunch of good food here.
Well, we're about to find out, I guess.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
So which one?
I don't like
Which
a lot
one?
of stuff. I'm really picky. I don't know. Right now I'm leaning towards the burgers because I don't even know what the other thing is she just said. So I think them.
Craig's palate is not quite as refined
And don't worry,
as mine.
I'll pick up after
I'm
you.
going to pick that up.
I'll pick up after you.
Well, thank you. Why would I have tools out?
Yeah,
Anyways.
why would you get them out? You don't even know how to use them.
If you saw last week's video, they might have been a prop. Well, we've decided on the jalapeno popper burger place. No surprise, but it looks pretty good. Oh, finally, found a road that we can actually cross. That one's closed. This whole section of the main downtown is apparently closed.
Turn left.
It's weird that they didn't do just one half at a time.
Yeah. Well, we are in a place with we are in the least populated state in America, so they don't have that much traffic to deal with, I guess.
Going to the jalapeno popper place. That was hard to say. Jalapeno popper place.
Tongue twister. Say it 5 times fast. Jalapeno popper place.
We're on a wait list, so we got like half an hour that we got to kill. The place is pretty popular, I guess.
You just squished it all away.
That's what you do.
Whew, it's raining, but that was really good. They did their like 2 patties, but thinner, which I like a lot. And the jalapenos were fresh. The bread
Everything
was fresh.
was really good. There was supposed to, which there was like some kind of raspberry like sauce
Jelly.
or something. That jelly that they also put on it. They could have added a little bit more of that. Like it was kind of hard to really taste, but it was
Very
like
yummy.
all the ingredients are really good. The bread they used was good. The patties were different and tasted really good. I definitely recommend this place.
Good choice. Good
It was a good choice. Is
choice.
this the way you find good places?
Yeah.
Just go wherever Guy Fieri went?
Yeah, I guess so. This spot that we're boondocking at is one of the coolest spots. It's the Vita Recreation Area near Laramie. And we've gotten to go exploring with the dogs right in our backyard at some of the coolest rock formations. All of these rocks are actually Sherman granite that have been weathered throughout the years from the wind and the rain, creating these really unique formations with little caves and crevices and rocks balancing on top of each other. The dogs and us thoroughly enjoyed exploring above them and below them. It's basically just like a big playground in nature and such a unique place to park the RV. And as you know, we're in the middle of our food tour in Laramie, and now we're gonna go look at this old prison, which should be pretty interesting. It was built in the 1800s, and it's like, I think $9 or $10 to go and explore and do like a self-guided tour. So that's where we're headed.
We are boondocking, so while we're out dropping Victoria off to her new home prison for her crimes,
What?
we're going to top off our water.
And find somewhere to put that trash.
Yep, and we got their trash away, of course.
Maverick, you have to go back inside. Why did we let you escape? He's usually pretty good about listening, except for when he knows we're leaving, and then he likes to run out and refuse to go back inside.
Get your
Sorry,
butt in.
Maverick.
Go inside, Maverick. Get in, go. Boy.
And Craig went back inside because he forgot his keys, as usual. We never leave the house just once. We always leave multiple times. If that's you, drop it in the comments below. Okay. This one wasn't full.
Just enough room.
I didn't know it, but apparently there's a whole dump station here. I don't know if you can see the line of campers behind me waiting for it. You can smell it though.
Smells like a big old fart.
So it's at the old historic prison. Dump station available. $9 to enter. Open October through September, pretty much all the time. We're starting at the warden's house, which was of course built using convict labor. It has 6 rooms and a basement, very creaky floors. And actually has 2 entrances because the front of the house was used for prison guards, and then the rest housed the warden and his family. Now we're heading into the prison. It was built in 1872. It's over 18,000 square feet big. And it's one of the oldest buildings that's still standing in Wyoming, and was the only prison to ever house the notorious Butch Cassidy.
Cassidy. B. Cassidy.
So I think we've got a whole room dedicated to him. Oh, this is the processing room, where people would get their numbers and have photographs taken.
You will not be allowed to converse with each other on any subject.
Oh, are these the rules? Mm-hmm. No talking? Wow.
The prisoners escaped.
25% of the prisoners escaped.
Yeah, before 1975. Oh, so.
Not gonna lie, with a 25% chance of success, I might have tried to escape too. Well, this is very small.
Southern Utah.
And this prison didn't just hold men, it also had 12 women in it throughout its time open. What did they do? What did she do?
She was a postmaster, and she'd steal stuff from people's mail, and her statement was why she did it was because since she was a child, she was just a klepto. And she'd black out, and stuff would just end up in her
It would just end up in her purse, huh?
Yeah. So it just happened.
So once you've done the prison tour, they also have several other areas to tour, like a ranch setting where they move some historical structures here. It looks like there's going to be a little downtown general store area, which is pretty cool because you get a kind of, you get more for the $9. And I'm always all about more for money. Hello, sir. I'm gonna need you to bring my horse around for my buggy. I don't know why I have an accent when I'm
Oh no.
from the old Wild West.
Wyoming people used to be British or something?
I don't know. This is pretty cool though. Check it out. Oh. Well, what'd you think?
I think it was good. It was worth $9. I enjoyed it. I think it was cool to learn about the prison and everything, and then the extra buildings on the property just kind of adds to the experience. So I think it was well worth it.
I agree. And now we are off to eat. I want those beef bulgogi fries, so we're going there. Craig still doesn't know.
I don't know. They better be good. That's all I know. I'm blaming you.
Craig got the Nashville hot chicken fries. Beef bulgogi fries. Yum. That was pretty good. I think that the Born in the Barn place that we ate at with the burgers wins out just a bit, but this was pretty unique and yummy. It's getting windy out there. We got our water, we've had some fun, we dumped our trash earlier, and we're gonna head home to the doggos.
Yeah, I can get a shower tonight.
There we go. Good, because you stink.
You stink.
It always just comes barreling out. It's like a waterbed. Always reminds me of.
So we meant to take this with us when we were putting water in the bladder, but we forgot to grab it. And but I'm still curious to see how much we actually got in the bladder, so I'm going to see how much goes through it while we're putting it inside the RV. Just curious to see how much water we have.
Got this little thing off Amazon. So far it has worked pretty good.
Pretty good.
Basic water meter calculator.
Well, you even jammed my thumb this morning. I can't hardly use this hand now. I'm just going through it, guys. Been sick, my hand's broken, the RV's not broken anymore, which is good, so that's a plus.
Yay. Okay.
Oh, I want to mention our pump. Some of the guys, or some of the people have commented that the way our RV puts the water into the tank is through our pump or whatever, and the worry is that it's a lot of run time on that pump, or maybe the water's not getting to the pump fast enough. However, I think it's fine. I mean, it's been working. The biggest thing is the pumps are not super expensive. They're pretty inexpensive, and I think we'll get at least 2 years out of it. And by the time we get 2 years out of this pump, if it does decide to break, we have our other pump to get us through temporarily, but I'll just replace that pump. I don't think it's probably $100 maybe a little more because it's RV related, but you don't necessarily have to get an RV related pump. So not too worried about it. We got gallons per minute on.
Zeroed out.
Zeroed out. Let's turn the knob. Oh, there we are. We have a total of
0.7 gallons per minute. So, 0.8 it's going a little bit faster. And now we've got a half a gallon total in. What are we doing?
1 gallon a minute at this rate.
That's why it takes so long to fill up.
So stinking slow. You gotta think, if we put 60 gallons in here, we'd be standing out here for an hour. Wow.
How many gallons have we put in so far?
How many? 5?
5?
Yeah, 5.3. Wow.
Well,
I knew it was slow.
Pull a chair up and get comfortable.
I knew it was slow. I didn't know it was this bad though. I'm trying to think. Okay, so we have our Milwaukee pump. Can I use this hose? I shouldn't need to do anything. Just put the Milwaukee pump on that side, and then
just pump it faster.
Yeah, with the little hose. Let's try.
I guess the concern was can it hurt how fast the water runs through that pump, or probably not?
I mean, no, because it shouldn't be able to. It won't regulate it if we're connected to
Oh,
city.
that's true. City water goes
So this
through.
is like basically if we're connected
Making it
to
like
city,
water. Okay.
which means we might have to switch a setting.
Oh yeah, basically make it like where
Power
fill.
fill tank. So
Like that.
we'll go there.
There.
That's it.
Okay.
I am so curious to see what's about to happen. We're doing what? 1 gallon a minute?
Yes.
Well, now it's saying 0, of course.
Of course.
But
About 1 gallon a minute. So
let's block that off. Y'all are about to be
we're
sold.
experimenting.
You're about to be sold on this Milwaukee pump. Like it's when we used to have to use it. It's so fast and good. I don't know. I really do like this pump. We want it to go this way. This might be the way we do it from now on, too.
Might be.
I get so tired of standing out here waiting on this.
It should, and the pump doesn't have to run as long, so it should actually save our pump some run time, right?
It should.
Yeah. Well, actually, we shouldn't even need to use the pump because it's like city water. That's why we put it on a different setting.
We won't use that pump.
Yeah.
I
I'm
need
just
this hose.
standing here for moral support. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I have to do it from that one. That's right. That was
Why?
the weird thing about this.
Oh, because it has to.
It's kind of like backwards.
That's right. Because we have to be able to screw it onto that side.
Another thing is if you do use an external pump like this to pump into your tank, or if like you're planning on doing boondocking for your first time, this is probably more for you than people that's been doing it, because you'll probably know. But you want like a more rigid hose than this, because the pump is sucking versus pumping through this hose, so it collapses the hose. I'm hoping it don't collapse it this time and I have to go and find a different hose, but we're gonna give it a shot. So just keep that in mind.
Isn't this the one we always used?
It is, but I always put it on, yeah, and it did fine, but as this hose does get older,
But we had
it will wear
this
down.
one. We tried to use this one before,
and it
and that
definitely
does
won't work.
not work.
But now this one's been kind of left out and in the heat and everything, so we're gonna see.
Okay.
Maybe it'll work.
Let's see
Alright.
here.
We're at 5.7 gallons. We don't want to leave that. Here we go.
You gotta get it like started. Is it going?
Yeah, we're doing
Probably 0 now.
1.6, 1.7, somewhere in there. Turn it on to see how much will spray out with the leftover water and see what it could do. Because I imagine this small diameter hose restricts how much can be pushed through.
Oh. But we are getting a little bit more than half a gallon more per minute, so it's faster, and we're not using the pump, so that's a plus. All right, we're full.
24 gallons.
24 gallons. We still got some left in the bladder.
And now I want to see if we unhook this.
Like, get out of the way before you start shooting water at me.
Right. Let's see how much it will do. Ready?
Yeah.
Wow. So this pump will do 6.7, 6.6 gallons per minute.
Dang. No wonder when we did the gravity fill,
It's so much faster. Wow.
So much faster.
And
when
I
we did the
don't
gravity
know,
fill.
like we could do it like where I take this off, because this just screws into this piece.
That's true.
But yeah, so that pump, if you need a pump, I'm telling you that pump does really well. Almost 7 gallons per minute. That's insane. That kind of surprised me. I didn't think it would be that good, but yeah, so it works really well. We were sent this pump a long time ago. So just for you guys who haven't followed our entire journey, when we first started RVing and boondocking, I would fill up buckets, 5-gallon buckets. I'd keep 2 of them, so when we got to our boondocking spot, our tank would be full, but every time we go into town, I'd fill up our 5-gallon bucket. Well, to get the water from the bucket into the RV with our gravity fill thing that we had on the side right here, I would just pick the bucket up, siphon it through the hose, and then shove it down in there and have to hold the bucket while it's siphoned, because it has to be higher than where it's going. A guy that works for Acme Tools was watching our videos and reached out and said he'd send us this pump and some other tools or whatever to help us with our boondocking journey, and it's been super great. So shout out to Acme Tools. I would recommend if you order tools offline or anything like that, or even just need a tool, go check them out. And this isn't, he didn't sponsor this video at all or anything. This was over a year ago that he sent this stuff, and it's just worked so great that I literally still talk about it. But yeah, so try them out, check them out.
Now what are we gonna do with this water? We got some extra.
I don't know, probably save it till
we
I
get our shower
tonight.
put it back
put the rest in.
As you can see, it's rainy and cloudy and nasty out this morning, and we killed our batteries just as I was about to get out of bed and get to work. I was laying there and all of a sudden the fan turned off, and that is like the classic sign that you have killed your batteries. You're like laying in bed and the fan just off and you're like, uh-oh. So needless to say, after I blow dried my hair last night, we ran the microwave and did all of the things, and the sun didn't come out this morning. We did not have enough battery juice to last this. I was running off my, battery, and luckily have a hotspot here. We have cell service, so I've been able to have internet, but just had to pull out the trusty jackery to keep my computer running. We're basically just trying to avoid having to pull the generator out in this nasty rain. We're bringing in about 100 watts of solar right now, even though it looks like this outside. So I don't even know how we're managing that, but I'm still hopeful that we'll be able to charge this battery up without having to get the generator out. We're going to take a little lunch break anyways, because we have our last diner to go to from our list of Guy Fieri's diners, drive-ins, and dives for Laramie. Did not expect there to be so much cool stuff to do here, so I think it's about time to go. I'm getting hungry. Are you hungry?
I need a hat.
Yeah, you do. Oh my goodness, and the rain brought in the cold. Woo. On the way back, we'll show you some of your other camping options for you to come and check out this hidden gem of a place. Totally underrated, Laramie is, in my opinion, because we've had a really fun time here so far, don't you think?
Yeah.
But there's really only about one RV park and then a bunch of great boondocking locations. And then hopefully, it doesn't really look like the sun is coming out, but I'm still hopeful that by the time we get home, our batteries will be back on. Fingers crossed with us.
This is Jay's Prairie Rose, and they're supposed to be famous for their breakfast burritos, but we're gonna be the judge of that today.
Turn. We learned that trick from our friends at ECRV. Makes the food look fancier. Look at this. This looks so good. The burrito is really good, and the hash browns even inside the burrito are crunchy, which just takes it to the next level.
So the place was very good. Service, everything was really good about the place. However, I did not get a burrito. Victoria did, but I am still very pleased with what I got. It was good. Like the gravy that they had on it was very good. Everything seemed very homemade, which has been the case for everywhere we've ate at in this town, which is nice. Like a lot of times you don't find that, but I definitely recommend it. If you come here, the places we've ate at and showed you guys, you definitely have to try them.
So if you're wanting to come to Laramie, but you don't want to be boondocking, you're looking for more of the full hookup experience, they do have one RV resort, the Laramie RV Resort, that has some pretty nice spacious sites, especially up at the front. There's like good living area, outside living area with a picnic table and everything, big green space, even some cabins. In the back, it looks like they have some more of their, call them economy sites. They're a little bit smaller, maybe for long-term stays, probably a little bit cheaper. But that's pretty much your only option for hookups right now in Laramie. Maybe somebody needs to come and open up an RV park.
It is right down the road from the prison.
Oh yes, the historic prison that we visited, not not like a regular prison. That wouldn't be an amenity.
No, if you went to this, if you was an inmate at this, then you've probably been dead for a while.
But if you get on Campendium and set that filter to free, you'll see some awesome boondocking sites all around Laramie, besides the one that we've been staying at. Now, it doesn't look like it, but it's gotten slightly brighter outside. So do we think our batteries are going to be on when we get back?
Yes.
Yes?
I
Okay. Fingers crossed. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Are we going to have power, or are we still going to be just camping for real? Fueling up for travel day tomorrow before we head back home so we don't end up on the side of the road.
We're leaving tomorrow?
Yes.
And y'all didn't even come visit. We're here for like a week.
And a half.
Never even came to visit us.
Shame. Shame on you guys. Just kidding. By the time you see this, we'll have been gone for at least a week.
$37.51.
We are starting to almost have waterfront property here in Wyoming with all this rain. Oh, look at all these puddles. Woo-wee. Luckily on the back side of the RV and not the front, or else Maverick would be trying to go swimming every time he stepped out the front door. Okay, let's see if we have power.
What do we check? Microwave?
The telltale sign.
Boom.
Yay.
Barely, it's flickering a little bit.
Oh, it is flickering a little bit. We have power. We don't know how much.
So the batteries say.
We'll see.
So we have 13% left on our batteries for now.
Left. We've gotten up to 13%. We're slowly but surely getting there.
We're only getting like 5 amps into the battery bank right now at a time, so it's...
But hit that subscribe button, because next week we are starting a massive trek across the United States. We're going far, and we don't know what's going to happen, but if there's anything you've learned watching our channel so far, you should know it should be interesting.
They won't be boring, I'm sure.
It won't be boring. So thank you guys for watching. Let us know what you think of Laramie in the comments if you've been here, if you thought it was as underrated as we did, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.